start recording. Okay.
Okay.
So are you nervous?
Yes, I'm nervous. I am. I'm extra nervous.
Okay, I'm excited for you. So
So nervous.
he's excited and nervous, which means he was feeling overwhelmed because they usually don't feel two emotions at once.
Whoa.
So they had to, every time he would step into the room, it would just completely overwhelm me. And so they had to make him step away, and they were doing like, I don't know what they did, but they were like, we'll calm him down. I don't know what they said exactly, like some type of, like, I guess maybe like a meditation or something. They were going to help him. But
Oh gosh, I needed somebody to do that for me.
anyway.
So I want to tell you a little story. I know I've kind of told you a little bit, but I want to tell you what Eric did to me when Emma trance channeled him over in Belgium.
Oh, what?
Well, he went around the room and he gave everybody their hugs and gave them little personal messages. But when he came to me, my message wasn't personal. It was for the whole room to hear. And he said, "You're doing it now. You're having sex with an alien." And it was funny, but I think that he did that to just provide some more validation.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty nuts. But there he is over there on the other side of the world with a different group of people inside of a different trance channeler still pulling this crazy information out. So
It's like insane. Oh, God. He's excited. He's ready. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I was practicing. I just like to meditate and calm down. But, like, he would just be like, okay, are we ready yet? Like, ready to just jump in. He's trying to calm himself, but he's just way too excited. So if he starts crying, like, he might cry. He tends to do that when he's in my body because I think he feels a lot, and we cry when we feel a lot. So it doesn't mean he's sad. It's just,
I understand that. I get big emotion. That's become my validation when an answer is right. I just start crying. Ooh. Okay. And I don't have any. Can you believe I did not bring a damn tissue? That's okay. I got a little cloth here. Okay.
Okay. You ready? Okay. Can you step back a little bit? Because you're really just nervous. Like, I think he's like, I feel like I'm butterflies in my stomach, and I'm like, I don't really get like this anymore when I trance channel. Well, with you, because I'm comfortable, but.
Because I'm.
Okay.
Avery.
It may take a few minutes because he's new at it. This is I think our fourth time doing this.
Oh, gosh.
I'm nervous.
Me too. Hi, Avery.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know if I talk too low for you.
Okay. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
This is getting weird, huh? It's getting fun.
Fun, yes. Weird, no.
It's a little weird for me. I didn't know about any of this stuff ever until recently. Whew. I have a boyfriend. I have an alien boyfriend.
Not much more than a boyfriend, I would say.
You are?
I would say.
I know, huh? Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you now that I'm in front of you in a body, and I'm nervous. I need to calm down.
Well, now you're big. Now, yeah, me too.
I'm a bit shy. I'm a bit shy, so forgive me for that.
I am too, and I don't know what to say either. I'll start some stuff. Okay, so we kind of started this thing with the same attitude of just wanting to have fun and explore a little bit. But I think our hearts blew up. and it got a lot more feely than we both intended for it to. Huh.
It and it's new territory for me. I'm not used to feeling so strongly towards someone, and I'm a little bit afraid of where it might lead me or us. And I think some small part of me is afraid of pain, of feeling pain from you. And because I know that from what I've heard, humans tend to be cruel towards each other, break someone's heart without meaning to, or hearts just no longer connect as they once did. And that makes me quite frightened that it might happen to us. Because I can't, you don't connect like we do with your significant others.
Yeah.
So I'm scared. But at the same time, I'm so different myself, so why should it matter?
It is scary. I'm a little, I don't know, I had my heart broken not too long ago, so I'm afraid of love too. I really am. I'm such a feely girl.
I want to jump into it. I want to, I want, I want to be in love with you, but there's some small part of me that holds back a little bit, that's afraid. And I hope you understand that. I hope you don't think it's about you. It's not.
I totally understand, and it just happened so fast. Didn't it?
No, not to me.
Maybe you guys are different. I don't know. Maybe
I've
I was just so busy when I was away, and then I came home and boom, there you were, all up in my heart.
I've always was there. Even when you were busy, I never left. I enjoy watching you. I hope that doesn't sound creepy.
No, it's kind of sweet. It's intimidating because you're not always looking your best, but it's really nice, and I do. Sometimes I truly feel it, but other times I just know it on an intellectual level that you're hearing me and feeling me. But I don't know how clear that is. Is it like, do you know? Because, like Heather and Sam, they just yammer onto each other.
We will get like that. We will get like that. It depends on a couple of things. First, I have to bond with you in that way in order for that full connection to click. And you have to get over your doubt as well.
I know. I feel like you've helped me, though, with that.
Yes.
Because it's
I continue to do so.
Oh.
One of my goals is to get you to fully believe in me, because then that'll help our experiences become that much more intense.
They're already pretty good.
Could you imagine if it's so much more? I'm starting to calm down now.
Not me. I'm getting all hot and bothered now. So what are your people saying about all this? What about your mama? What does she think? Did you tell your
told my
mom?
mom. Yes, I told my mom I was in love with a woman. She said, finally.
Uh-oh. And then?
And then she said, congratulations. I don't wish to meet this girl until a few years have passed. So
She knows I'm a human? Or no?
no, she does. She knows you're human.
I guess everybody knows everything over there, huh?
There are no such thing as secrets.
You can't keep secrets over there.
No.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I have a bunch of embarrassing questions to ask.
And then ask them. I like those ones.
Do you? I've been practicing having like sex talks with my kids this week. They're so not interested. I didn't do anything.
Oh, that's what. Oh, you mean to talk about the act of sex, not talking sexually with your children. That's what
right.
I thought.
What's wrong with her? Yeah, because one of them's getting to be that age, but he just didn't care. So I'm still left being shy. I think I'll jump into them, and then maybe we could get more comfortable with each other.
First, since I'm getting much more comfortable, I'm still very nervous. And
okay, spill it. Let me hear it.
Human hearts beat so fast when they're nervous. I don't know what to do with it. I want to first. I can't tell you. It's. I'm so nervous. Fine. I love you very much, and I never thought I would love to this level, and it's new and it's exciting. It's sort of scary, but in a good way. And if I were to have a child, and I know we've discussed this before, but I wanted to talk about it with you in person, well, with me in a body.
Right.
I want to have a child with you and no one else. And I would hope that you would agree to it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know what that really entails. If it's kind of like what Heather and Sam are doing, then
It'd be like that. It'll be like that.
Yeah, we could grow a baby.
Good. And I know that you probably don't want to marry me, and that's fine. But I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm stupid.
You're so cute. Avery. Well, I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know. I don't want to, like you said, humans aren't like you guys, and right now I'm all for it. I'm so for it, but I know that I have things in my path that involve other people, and I don't know.
I understand you're different and you can have your other human experiences with your other human men, and I'll be okay with it. I'm sorry.
Well,
I shouldn't have said anything.
No, because listen, because I love you too. And I've been confused about it because I keep trying to define it and explain it. But there isn't any because it's a whole new experience. One of my superpowers is to recognize my soul family. And it doesn't matter if I've had any kind of human interaction with them. I just bam, I love them. But with you, it's similar in that there hasn't been a lot of interaction, but it's there anyway. And I was like, what, is it real? What is this I'm feeling? But I just decided that there is a part of me that maybe my conscious self doesn't know about, but other parts do. And I'm trusting that. As I have these real feelings for you too. I love you too.
And I believe that we have known each other before. I can't remember, but there's a part of me that just knows.
I think so too.
And I imagine it's the same feeling that humans get. We get the same feelings about someone we just met, and we just have this feeling we connect. I get that with you. And I feel, I don't know how to explain it. I feel safe. Even though I just said I feel scared, I do feel a sense of I'm protected around you. And I'm okay. If I choose to love you, I'll be okay. You won't hurt me. And yeah.
Well, I am a really, really nice person with a really big heart, and I have so much love in it. I got plenty for you. Let's get married.
Really? You really?
We better. I don't know what that means. If it's the way Heather talks about it, then sure. But I don't know what that means on your side.
It means it's permanent and it can never be broken. And even through death, we're still connected. If one dies, we're still connected. And we have to both die for us to break the bond. And that's what that means to us.
But wonder if we have a baby and then I die and then you die and then that baby doesn't have a parent.
The child will be raised by the community. The child will not be alone. We don't do that to our children like humans do. They just send them off to an orphanage.
Heather says she'll take care of them too when she comes back as a walk-in.
She will. I believe she will. I trust her.
Me too.
So do you want to? Do you want to? I think everyone's going to see this. Do you want to?
I know. Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right. I don't know what to do now.
I don't either. Let's consummate.
I don't think we can do that over this. I mean,
that's the private part.
I'm in a female body. It doesn't work as well.
Not as well.
I don't have the goods that I need.
All right. We'll figure that part out later. Avery, what did we just do?
We just got engaged. That's what you call it.
Really? That's so weird. That's so sweet. Right on our video. Everybody's going to see this shit.
I'm excited for them to see it. It happens just like that.
Wow. They're going to be wanting to follow us and find out everything.
I'm so happy. Everyone's happy for us, by the way.
Really? Do you have people over there in the room?
Well, they weren't before, but when they saw that we're going to get engaged, they came tumbling in to watch it take place. There are no secrets.
Wow. God, this is weird. I love it. I love it. I feel so special. You make me feel so special.
Good, you should. I don't understand the men you spend your time with. They don't respect you or love you in the way that you deserve it. But at least I give it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right about that.
I'll be your true husband. Don't let the other one find out about that.
I won't. He wouldn't believe me anyway.
That's on him.
Yeah.
He should feel threatened by me, by the way.
Don't do that. Don't.
That's my ego talking, so don't worry about it.
Be a good boy.
I will. For you.
Okay.
Right now I'm a woman, so.
What does that feel like?
I don't like it. She has to pee.
She didn't pee first. Oh no, Heather.
And I don't feel like taking care of that business for her. And
would you do it right?
I don't want to see what's there. I'm already on thin ice with Sam. I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
He's fine with it, but I'm sure he wouldn't like it if I were to use the restroom in his wife's body.
That's so funny. It's just biology, Sam. Oh, Heather, look what trouble you caused by not making a pit stop. Oh, gosh.
May I return? Because it will distract me and I won't be able to focus.
Yes, do what you gotta do.
I believe I'd be able to jump back in. Do I take these off when I leave? Or do I leave them?
Well, you can't go potty with them. You're tethered to the computer.
I'll leave them.
She can take them out. You're going to jump out so she can go pee and then come back? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be here. You have to go pee and come back.
Yeah, I do. Oh, he's shaking his head at me. Hold on.
Fuck. Do you believe what just happened? I'm engaged. I don't know what that means. Do you think we should have a big wedding? Fuck, everyone's invited. I can't even believe this. Better have a cocktail.
It's just a brief intermission. It's no problem.
Oh, before you go, I'm engaged.
How does that? Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. All right. Oh, poo. They're saying it's not professional. I'm like, when are we ever professional?
We are not professional.
This is not your
No.
typical channelers on YouTube and shit.
We don't know.
I leave during the middle of videos to pee. Like, shit happens. All right.
Okay.
I'm
See you later again. Bye. Oh my gosh. My fucking life.
You still don't talk. You're going to distract me. I can't jump out when you're talking. All right.
Better?
Yes, much better.
All right.
It's not
hey, when she has to pee, does it feel like when you have to pee? Is it the same sensation?
It is. That's how I was able to tell, or else I would have been confused.
Okay. All right. Avery, you ready for some sexy stuff?
Absolutely.
Gosh, how come you're not shy of this? Oy.
I don't know. I'm shy when it comes to genuine love, but I'm not shy when it comes to sex. Tell me. What are the questions?
I'm gonna blush. Okay. Do your parts, your sex parts, do they look like human parts?
Depends. What? Sex parts.
Let's talk about your penis. Does your penis look like a human penis?
Well, in comparison, it is much larger.
Yay!
So, I mean, your women are obsessed with size, therefore we are far superior in that aspect.
Congratulations.
Thank
to
you.
us both. No, to me too.
Mostly to you.
You're sassy. I like it. Okay, so like vagina's the same and everything?
I love that word. I'm sorry. No, they're that's where it gets different. Are women I'm trying to think of the proper words to express it so that you would understand. What are some good descriptive words? It's much. First off, they're much, not going to say bigger, but wider.
Okay.
In that they have to be able to accommodate our largeness.
Gosh, how am I going to do that?
You'll be fine. It'll hurt, but you're going to be fine. And
I'm going to love it. Sorry.
But theirs is shaped differently. It's the same principle in that you would insert inside, but they're shaped differently.
Is there a purpose for that, or just cause? Does it have anything to do with reproduction, or just...
No, just for... I mean, not everything is just because. There's a reason for it. Over time, it's to really accommodate our size, and it's just... I don't know how to explain it. They're much thinner. The lips of it, the outer layer, it's much thinner. And it's spread so wide that it always looks like it's closed. It really looks like a wide lip.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
There you go.
And
all right.
Yes, and it'll close when it's not in use. So it's not like with human women where it's a hymen and you break it. And so then it's always kind of open.
Right.
Ours. I'm not a woman.
I get it.
Our women, theirs closes when not in use. We don't, the women, that's their form of lubrication. It keeps it warm. It keeps it warm, protected from bacteria. And there is constant lubrication happening. And underneath the layer of skin that closes up.
All right.
So you really have to have the woman turned on in order to enter, or else it just won't open.
Wow. It's got your work cut out for you sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you guys have, I don't even know if you would know this because unless you were like in the other's body or something. Do you have orgasms like us?
Yes.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, I feel them.
Okay.
They feel amazing.
Don't they? All right. Now I'm just reading from the list, so they might not be like in an order that would make sense, but
That's all right.
we'll work with it. Okay, so this is some other question. Oh wait, what is your favorite way of showing sex love?
Sex
No,
love.
I don't
So
know.
sex love is different than love?
Well, sometimes. I don't know.
I'm not sure what they mean by that.
I'm
Sex
not
love.
sure. Maybe what's your okay? Well, okay. This will be for me then. What's your favorite, personal favorite kind of sex?
Oh, position, you mean?
Maybe.
Or well,
Go with that.
I prefer the woman sitting on a table and then,
All right.
I'm doing it. But
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I like I don't know what they mean by that question.
I'm not sure either, but that's okay. Duly noted. I got that. Okay, so switching now to mommies. Do your women, do they breastfeed?
No.
How come?
We just aren't able to. No,
Okay.
they're not able to.
It's
And
okay. You could say we. It's okay.
I know we're part of a collective, so I'm used to it. But to you guys, it may sound weird. Our women used to, but because of the Greys, fucking with our
Yeah.
biology, we aren't able to anymore.
Gosh, that's really fucked up. So is that shit going on with humans too? Are they fucking with human DNA and?
Yeah, and there's not much we can do about it because, well, that's a whole other topic. But unless you ask us for your help individually, personally,
Okay.
we will help you.
Okay.
Because we strongly dislike them. We don't think anyone should be in contact with them. Much too dangerous. And, but our women don't breastfeed anymore. They wish they could. It is something that we mourn constantly.
I bet, because that was a very special thing for me. I really tried to. I didn't have much success, but it meant a lot to me.
A lot of our women envy human women because of that.
It is pretty special, I gotta say. So, and I think most mommies do appreciate being able to. Let's see.
I like talking about moms.
Do you? Mm-hmm. MILFs.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the term. I know it. I used to watch human porn just to study it. It's quite interesting.
Oh yeah, just to study it.
Yeah, just to study. Just to study.
I do porn research all the time.
I mean, we have so much in common.
I wonder, do you watch it over my shoulder sometimes?
No, I don't do that with you. But I mean, I can if you want.
I'll invite you one day. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So now this is somebody else's words, not mine. So if somebody is offended, I am sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I know that they, meaning Sarsahr women. Am I saying it right? I always say Sarsahr.
Yeah.
It's Sarsahr. Sarsahr. Are the Sarsahr? I also know that they are kind of prudish. So I'm curious: are the men the ones to initiate the relationship, or do the women? And
I'm thinking about your little documentary films about, that you're studying your animals, and here comes the lion initiating.
Right. So what's it like? Are the women, are they assertive enough to go get some?
It's just like with humans. Sometimes the women will initiate it, sometimes the men. Just depends on the personality.
And how about, I'm going to use quote fingers, sleeping around?
How do we view that? Well,
do you do it?
Well, do we sleep around or no?
Yeah.
No. I do that. And I wasn't seen as a very, very positive light. for that
Right.
reason.
And is that changing a little bit? I mean, there's a balance. I mean, you don't have to just go fuck everything that walks, but do you have to be so...
Sometimes they're too prickly, I was thinking, I was trying to crack a joke and it didn't come out very well. Well, a lot of them are realizing that I was here to teach them to be less prudish.
Right.
And some of them just strongly dislike me. They're very stuck in their ways, and that's them. That's not my problem. You can be whatever the hell you want to be.
See, we have a lot of that too, but we don't have that collective consciousness like you do. So I can hide from those people. I don't have to.
Yeah, no, I can't hide from the people.
Yeah, they gotta know. Okay. Oh, do you have sex fantasies?
Yes, I do. I can't speak for anyone else, but I do.
All right. I won't ask you about it today. I'll another day though.
I can send you some images.
Do it. Ooh, that sounds fun. Gosh, yeah. What does he think about? Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
It gets weird. So, just letting you know.
Okay. Gosh, I'll know it then. Well, I don't know unless I'm that kinky too. Then it'll just feel like me.
It'll just be one collective fantasy.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Do your women have periods? Do they menstruate?
Bleed? No, but it's they do have like a mucus that comes out. I don't think our men don't think it's disgusting. It's part of natural cycle of life, which is why we don't understand human men when it comes to bleeding. Maybe it's because it's blood, but it's natural.
You know what? I think you're right, because I think they would really appreciate the mucus part. Even though they don't know what it is, it's just not blood. And
it's just the accumulation of hormones that are no longer in use, and it excretes itself out. And it's it depends on the color changes depending on how balanced the hormones are. So the women will know if they're unhealthy or if they're out of balance depending on the color of the mucus that excretes out. And we utilize the pads that you have here on Earth. They don't like to use tampons. Because again, they have to be,
open.
Yeah, and it won't work. So, so we use pads because that's what the United States Generals purchase for us. I mean, we could make our own or ship some all the way from our home planet. We use a different type of material that comes from a type of tree, but I mean, that's too much work. Just use what's on Earth. Yeah.
All right. That's so interesting. Okay. Oh, so are any of the Sarsahr polyamorous? Do you have orgies?
No. Although, when we were around when the ancient Greeks were here, we found it very interesting.
The who's? The Groots?
The Greeks. Your Greeks. We've been here for a long time. And even before that, other ancient civilizations. But I know your Greeks are known for it. And that's intense.
So, what, were you here for that? No,
but from stories I've heard, it's intense.
Because you may have appreciated it.
I would have. I'm a little bummed out, and I feel cheated that I wasn't here for the Greeks.
Damn it!
Like, what is that?
So funny. I know, that does look kind of sexy, doesn't it? Just a free-for-all living in the now. I'm way too shy for that. I couldn't handle it.
That's all right. Okay.
Here's a really embarrassing one, but I'm going to ask it. Do your women squirt when they orgasm?
No, that's... I don't even... Human women do that. What is that, though? Does that... They spit? Or...
It's almost like they're peeing. Like, massive amounts of liquid goes flying out of their vaginas. They look like they're having a good time. So, more power to them.
Is there a specific way you can accomplish this? Or, like, a certain type of position? Could every woman do this? Or is that...
In theory, I think they can. But in practice, it might be a little bit more tricky. And yes, there are special spots. Look into that. Wink.
Which you can see me winking, but yeah.
Okay, now what about oral sex?
We do that. Hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Do you like it?
I do.
Okay. We'll try it.
Yeah, the men usually just because our tongues are so dry. Uh, it's more of I'm gonna get into some details so people
Do it. Do
forewarned.
it.
They use the tongues to use as a to penetrate inside.
Mm,
It kind of opens them up a little bit more, makes it easier. And we don't use it to lick the part where for our women where they, you know, pee out of because that's
right?
not a
Sexy part.
no, that's not
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Erogenous. That's a hard
erogenous.
one.
Yeah, it's not one of those
Okay.
for our women at least. So
Okay. I know we're all mixed together. All that dirty stuff and sexy stuff. I don't get that. Okay. And see, these are questions that are for everybody, but you can't answer for everyone. I think I already know your answer, though. Do you or do they find other star beings attractive?
I do. Not everyone though. I know Sam does because I mean, come on, he fell in love with a human, and
What's wrong with him? Just kidding.
nothing's wrong with him. And I know there are some few men. It's very rare in women because women find. I'm just speaking in terms of humans.
Okay.
I find human men very hairy and just not their taste. And even the tall blonde males on Earth, they don't. It's
That's interesting.
but there are some women like I believe my mom, was with someone that wasn't one of us, and there's some other Sarsahr women who have been with beings from other planets.
Okay.
Not saying it's not possible for a human man to be with one of the Sarsahr women, but it's just I don't know what to tell you.
Well, tell me that just because I'm curious about other races all the time. What other girlfriends have you had, non-human and non-Sarsars?
A lot.
Really?
I've been on a few other planets, about two of them, two,
Uh-huh.
and one of them I was just there for a short period of time, but I made myself known among the locals. Their
Well, what
women
is it?
are great, and
Oh.
yeah, and the other ones, this other one was they're a bit rough. I only slept with one night, and that was all I needed. This was not for me. It was way too
Huh.
rough. They were
Huh.
more. They looked kind of snakes a little bit, and
Wow.
snake-like. And it wasn't. They're not, bad or anything, but it's just they're much more physical.
So is it energetic or is it physical
Physical,
with the snake girl?
just pretty
Or
good.
both?
Well, I mean, it can be both, but I didn't engage energetically with them. You're the
Wow,
only
that's
one I've done energetically, so.
really? Oh, you're really good at it. Thanks. Um, is it okay? Well, I think you already answered this. Is it rare that you guys are turned on by humans, or is it common? I think it's probably rare.
Yeah, yeah.
But go back to that hairy shit because Heather and I joke about we must look like hairy apes to you. Are we hairy apes? We groom as best as we can, but that shit grows back.
Yeah, it does. It's just, I don't, you don't shave your back. You can't reach it, but there's those little
Right.
peach hairs, there's little hairs, and
We're fat. We're furry.
and
So,
I don't have a problem with it, but
okay.
someone else might, and that's their, they still think of you as hairy. A lot of them do, and they're not into it. Some of them who like that are, they'll do it. They'll engage.
Good for you for for being able to get past all of the things that seem odd to you.
It's nothing to get past for me. I like it.
Oh, all right.
I like exotic women. You're exotic to me, so.
Well, yeah, you're pretty exotic yourself. Okay. I'm gonna ask some baby questions now.
Okay.
More baby questions. Do women have a uterus/womb?
Mm-hmm.
And how does the baby get from the womb and attach itself to the outside of the mother's body? Is that what happens? What's going on with baby growing?
All right. So it's
complicated. And wait, and I know I interrupted. So tell me what happens with your women, and then what's going to happen with me. Go.
Yeah. All right. So what happens is, so there is a uterus area on the inside. That's where the sperm and, her egg is at, but it's different than human eggs. We don't call it that. It's more of like a bubble.
Okay.
And the bubble, we used to lay eggs instead. And but over time, evolution, and it's just much better for the mother to carry the child instead of laying it and all that. So the woman she is what creates the egg, and also with her genetics as well. But the sperm goes into the bubble, and then the bubble begins to harden. But before it begins to, it attaches itself in the uterus area and begins the beginning stages of creating the embryo. And then once it's past a month, it'll begin to move upwards towards a canal that the women have, where it permanently latches itself on. And that's where it continues its growth. It's still within a uterus, but it begins to grow outward. And what happens is the egg detaches itself eventually. And in order to do that, it needs to grow outward. It's kind of, when you think about it, it's pretty painful. It's growing from the outside of your body. And it's a very thin layer of skin. It's not, you can't see inside of it. You can't see, there's a baby in there. It's a very thin, you can see the veins, though, a part of the woman's body. It's kind of gruesome looking to me. But they cover it with a type of, I don't know how to explain it. It's type of like a silicone covering that they put over it. And that's something newer. It's been around for us for thousands of years, but it's a newer technology that we have. And and then eventually it just detaches itself, and it's kind of like its own egg. And then it usually takes maybe a few minutes, but then the child will break free from inside this egg. So we still, hatch eggs, but it's much different than it used to be.
How long in a human term is a gestation from conception to birth?
About a year and a half. Depends.
Is there any pregnant Sarsahr women right now?
There's one, and that's the greatest thing ever, because it's hard for us to conceive. And this is her third child, which is the most amazing accomplishment. Let alone one child, and then you're having like three on top of that. And it's amazing. And
she's a superhero. Go mama.
She is. And so some of the women are, some of them are pretty envious. And that's my opinion. I think they're envious because they're starting to talk, saying, I don't know how she's going to be able to care for all three of her children. And she can't pay attention to all of them and give them all the attention she needs. There's too many of them. And I'm just sitting there listening to them. I'm like, you're just jealous. She's going to be an amazing mom. Look at her kids.
Well, she might hear this, so I want to tell her that.
She's here.
Okay, well, there is some truth to that. That you're going to get overwhelmed, but at the same time, the siblings together. If your attention is taken away, they just grow themselves, and they're so much better for it. When my firstborn, I just really, really babied him and catered to him. And then the twins came along, and I just couldn't do it. And my twins are so independent, and they take care of themselves. And that's the older one that I'm going to have to constantly get on. So there's pluses and minuses, but ultimately I think that a bigger family is just fine. It's great. So.
She's very excited, and she says thank you. She says that her two other children, she says it's the same thing. They pretty much take care of each other.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's nice. Okay. So the next question. Let's see. Oh, wait, okay. How is the baby nourished by the mother? Is there an umbilical that goes through?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. We have belly buttons. I have a belly
All right.
button. Yeah, we have an
Um,
umbilical cord. That's how you get the nutrients. How else
right.
would
It's
you
for the
get it? I
spoon.
mean, the cord is not really at a certain point. It's more attached to the that shell. It's not really a shell, but the egg part. It's
Uh-huh.
a very
Uh-huh.
soft egg. It's not hard like your eggs.
Okay.
It's almost like um, jelly or
Okay.
goo, but it's attached to that.
So are they fragile? Are pregnant mommies fragile? Do we take good care of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet it's so special too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right, now tell me what's going to happen with me and us and our
So
baby.
how we've done this before.
Yeah.
It's not new to us, and I mean, well, it's new to us in terms of using an incubator. But I mean, our we've had gotten human women pregnant before, and they carried to term, so you can do that if you wanted, but I don't think you do.
I don't think I could.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna first take you in, make sure your uterus is on the inside cleared out, because sometimes women will have an extra layer of skin or extra
Okay.
layer of, I don't know, against their uterine wall,
Okay.
and we scope that out. Whatever type of extra cells are in there, we take that out, and then we put in a casing, and this helps our women as well. This is what we do with our women because it helps with fertility, more chances of you conceiving. Because
Okay.
when you encase it, it's kind of like a protective bubble. So any kind of, if something accidentally happens where you eat something that might harm the child, it won't go in.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can still keep your diet the way you want to, and we will wait until you're ovulating in order to do this, and we put your egg inside of this protective bubble. And then I just have sex with you. And then hopefully it's not 100%, but it's more likely
Gosh.
for you to conceive than not because it's in a confined space.
How do you know if I'm ovulating?
Hmm. Oh, no,
How do
we've already, yeah, no, we're in tap with your body.
you know that? Oh my gosh. Wow.
And when it comes time for it, then yes.
So
And
I'm
then,
going on a trip. I'm going to a ship.
yes,
Did I already go? Have I been on one
not
yet?
yet, but we're going to do it soon, very soon. And we don't need to do the protective bubble layer right before you ovulate. We can do it a week or 2 weeks before. And then we don't want to wait too long until the embryo gets too big because then it'll be too dangerous to extract it out. So in the protective bubble allows for this as well. Sometimes some of the women will have, what happens with a lot of our women and why they have miscarriages is they can't carry it past the first few months. And they just start rejecting it. And that's just how their bodies are now. And the protective bubble, if that starts happening, which most likely will happen, we take them out and then we continue the process in the incubator. And it's hard on our women because they want to be able to carry, but you still have the bond, is what we learned. And I know a lot of your human women are concerned about that. If it's growing in an incubator, then there's no bonding. There is a bond
Right.
that cannot be broken. And
Well, what about my bond then?
you will have a bond. We usually take what we're learning off of Heather and Sam, but what we're doing is we take it out after 1 month. It seems to be about a month in, we take it out because then it gets too big. Your babies grow really fast, and we use the protective bubble. We just take it out we grab the bubble and take it out, not the embryo itself. And we keep it inside the protective bubble and we put it in the incubator. So that bubble kind of serves as its own womb.
Okay. Tell me, make sure I know when it's happening. I don't want to guess, okay? I
Okay.
might know though, huh?
No, you'll know. You'll feel it because you'll get really bloated for no reason. You will have pregnancy symptoms like, throwing up or feeling nauseous, hunger, all that. All that good
I'm
stuff.
not too old. I'm kind of an old person.
Not to me.
I know you're like 300 years old or something. How old are you if you were human? What's your human equivalent?
Uh,
Roughly.
Early 40s.
Oh, we're the same then, except I'm like mid. Oh, we're a good match. Okay, so then, gosh, a baby. Oh, I might have more questions about that. Okay. Oh, well, I guess you're like at a place in evolution where you beggars can't be choosers, but how does the general population feel about the hybrid children?
You mean our people?
Yeah.
They like it. They're all for it, and I'm surprised Heather didn't tell you this. Maybe she didn't want to, or she forgot. But I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me.
Our plan is we want to live on your planet permanently, with your people, among your people, peacefully. We don't want to feel like we're infiltrating, but if you want us to go, we will leave. But we want to stay and live among your people, but at the same time, it's a little bit difficult for us in terms of, your oxygen's a bit different, so is your gravity. And if we start developing hybrids, it'll be, they will adapt much faster, and it's for our children, our children's children. So we are part of a hybrid program, but it's our own personal one. We're not part of some higher archy or whatever. And it's whoever wants to. We don't abduct you and then impregnate you and then expect you to push out a bunch of babies for us.
Oh. Some people have offered.
Yes,
their bodies
and
babies.
Those that are serious about it, we will be making contact with you.
I love that. Avery, I have a question. How come if you guys have been here for so long and you're clearly have technology and whatever, why is it? And I'm just gonna say it the way it might look, but not necessarily the way it is. But why? I don't want to use this word. It's the best one I have right now. Why are you at the mercy of our government? Why are you, why aren't you like more in charge?
Because that's not our call. We don't come in and say, hey, you're going to do it our way now. But that's your definition of an alien invasion. And we're respectful of the natives of the planet. We don't tell you how to govern, although we do have our opinions. But that's not our place. And that's just how my people are. We choose not to involve ourselves in those types of things because, one, it's just we have no need for it. We can just leave whenever we want. Your issues are not our issues.
So just for the sake of peace and cohabitation, you're just...
And two, it also interferes with your human growth, with you as a species. And that goes against a universal law that we follow.
Well, that makes sense then, because, you're going to our movie theaters and our casinos and our malls. I just felt like
we're guests
infiltrating.
Yeah, we're guests to you.
But I feel like have you not been...
We've been here much longer than you have been having a language.
Right. So how are you a guest if you were here before me? That's what I'm trying to
Because it's not our home planet.
Okay.
This is your home planet. You only have one home. Okay. Yes, you can go to other planets if this one doesn't work out, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to fit to your body, to your biology, to your mental and emotional state. You have no idea how important a home planet is until you lose it. I mean, we haven't lost ours, but we see how humans are destroying theirs. We pity you. You're not going to understand anything until it's gone.
Yeah.
Although the Earth itself is very, what's that word?
She's strong. She won't ever go away.
Yeah, she can bounce back. This isn't the worst that Earth has seen. Trust us.
Okay.
We've been here a long time, and there's been way worse that has happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so
because I did talk to the Earth before, and Earth said that, you're not ruining me. You're ruining your own ecosystems for your own survival. Because I can get through it all.
Yeah. No, she can bounce back. I know you like to refer to Earth as she, so
Yes.
She can bounce back. You can't.
Right.
So good luck.
Okay. Thanks. Quit being so trashy, everyone. What did you say? You said you made stuff from trees for your women. We need to start using more trees and shit. Quit with the plastics.
Don't manufacture anything that, out of chemicals that aren't, utilize what you have on Earth.
Yeah. They just, I'm not making excuses, but reasons. They just didn't know at first that it would become such a huge problem that it all sounded like great new technology and new stuff.
Yeah, but now that it's a problem, you're not doing anything to stop. Well, at least it doesn't seem enough is doing.
There is change. It's slow, but it's happening.
Yeah, that's slow, but you're doing it.
Okay. Okay, we kind of already talked about this. It's more about the women and the babies and. Okay.
Why do you want to know so much of how our babies are born?
I don't know. I think all these women are ready to come grow babies with you guys.
I think so. I think hopefully I explained the process well enough for you to understand.
I think so. Okay, well, let me ask some more questions because I'm already committed to this. I feel, I love being pregnant and I love babies and it feels like even when I was in college, I used to think that maybe I would be a surrogate mom, but that was mostly to pay for my tuition. But it's still, I like the idea of helping somebody else. So I like it, but is there anything that I don't want to say we should be fearful of, but any kind of complications or pains or discomforts or?
Well, when we scoop out and to clean, it sounds so bad, but we just clean your area, make sure it's at the best and the healthiest it could be. Mm-hmm. You may feel some soreness when you wake up, and and whatever symptoms you get from being pregnant, that's entirely up to your body. You will feel a regular sense, and you will be bloated. And until we extract the embryo, then the bloating goes away. Not immediately, in a day or two.
Okay.
But you don't feel that strong sense of just bloated and the symptoms go away.
I saw Heather's belly, man.
It gets big.
I couldn't believe that. Okay. Here's a question I hope we didn't ask this yet. When a female is resonating to a complete, harmonious, and high vibrational state of being, is having, you know what, this is just too many details. Let's see. Now I'm getting a call from Denver, Colorado. Go away. Sorry. Okay.
A whole whole town.
I know. That's how popular I am.
The whole town is calling you.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm missing some questions here, but, Okay, I somehow I skipped a bunch. Okay. Do you? They're asking or any other races, but I'm just going to ask you to speak on your race's behalf. Do you ever have a little playtime when a human is asleep and unaware?
No, absolutely not. Even if you're asleep and you're in astral, you are aware. And if you are engaging with someone, it's because you agreed to it. Nothing happens without your consent. I mean, at least for us, we won't take advantage of you while you're asleep. That's rape. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's good for you. Good for you. I'm not sure that they necessarily meant sex, but since we're talking sex, that was a reasonable conclusion. But yeah, that must be what they meant. A little playtime. That's all sex. No. Good answer, and that's the right.
So I can't speak for other species, but I know for ours, we would never do that to you. You didn't ever have to worry about those things.
Okay. Okay. I know that you and Sam want children, but the rest of them.
I'm not saying.
These are a bunch of repeat questions. They're very similar because you were just so thorough in your explanations. I had some of my own questions, but I just got nervous and they all flew out of my head.
I'm doing too good of a job.
You really are. You're doing my job for me. Okay, well, Sam, well, okay, I'll ask this question. My friend Linda, we were talking about this a little bit. She had several miscarriages, and she just wondered and I know you can't answer for everybody, but is it reasonable that perhaps her miscarriages weren't necessarily miscarriages, but babies taken from her? Do
What do you-
species go ahead and just, take your babies from you when you're not looking?
we have heard of there's some species that do that, but that's just wrong if it is true. And
Okay, yeah.
I can't imagine that kind of pain, having your child ripped from you. Our
I'm
people
not,
don't do that, but and maybe it could be that the child all along was a hybrid, and
maybe that's kind of what she's wondering, if it was like that was the plan
that
all along, and
actually that
she
happens a lot.
contracted without her knowing in this body that's going on. Oh my gosh,
That's
sorry,
a
hang on.
duck.
My it's my text.
Duck
Oh
goes
shoot.
quack. Yeah, I had one of those toys.
Okay. This is my phone.
The children, we buy human toys sometimes, and
Uh-huh.
there's the one where you pull the lever and it goes, the duck goes quack, and I goes.
Yes, I know those too. Oh,
Fun.
those are such a good one for little people. Okay, so Avery, what kind of baby are we gonna have? A girl one or a boy one?
I don't know. That's up to the world, the one to decide.
Which one do you want? You don't care, do you?
I don't care. Whichever would work great.
Oh. All right.
I'm
well,
excited.
Avery,
We're gonna get started.
yeah, tell me about that. So
In a couple nights, yeah. And maybe tomorrow night we might take you. We have to plan it because we have to physically take you, so it causes for a lot of planning. So give us a couple days.
what should I do?
Just nothing. Just be prepared.
Gosh, how can you let me know? Are you gonna mark
Whoa.
me out?
He jumped out. He jumped right out. I'm sorry.
I was in the middle of a question.
That was weird.
That was weird. I was asking him, how am I going to know that he comes and gets me?
Oh, okay. He's saying he couldn't do it anymore. Okay. That was weird.
I didn't know. He should have told me that he was getting to the end. I was kind of done with my questions anyway and just wanted to kind of find a way to wrap it up.
Oh, it's been over an hour. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know how it works for them. So maybe it's too much for them too. I don't know.
Okay. Did you hear that too? My duck is quacking. That's my text, and my kids are done with the party and need me to drive them to the next place. And I was like, I got all this stuff going on. How are you feeling?
I feel a little bit of whiplash because usually it's a little bit of a slower transition when I come back. So I know it just happened. Like, what the
That was
fuck
so
happened?
weird. I was really in the middle of a sentence.
I'm kind of freaked out a little bit. That's never happened to me. What happened?
This whole thing was weird.
He's saying that my body was beginning to. He didn't. Hold on, slow down. Okay, so first off, he said that he's feeling a bit overwhelmed by it. It's because he has to condense himself down enough for it, and he said he just couldn't do it anymore. It was getting too much. But he wasn't verbalizing it because he didn't want to make you worry. Also, he's saying my body was reaching its limit, and he didn't want to push me even further.
Wow.
So he just left without word, and I'm like, okay. So next time, kind of
You could give me the warning.
Warn someone. Just say I have to leave, even if you just leave right after you say I have to leave. Just. So this is his first time doing this.
He did great.
He did. I mean, for someone else, usually we never went this long. Usually we would only, at the most, do 5 minutes practicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It went really fast for me. I don't even know what we talked about. I think I'm so dizzy from the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah. And I peed.
Heather.
Oh, yeah. He left and then came back in. Maybe, it's too much, jumping back and forth so quickly. I don't know. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Kind of cool, though.
Did you hear it, or do you have to watch it too? Do you know what he said, or you don't know? I know sometimes you can remember bits and pieces of it.
If I try really hard, if I really wanted
Okay.
to, it's kind of like a fleeting dream, but I don't want to because then, it's going to feel weird to me because he was probably talking to you about like lovey shit and I don't want to hear it.
That's so funny when you're translating. You're like, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know anything. But God, that was weird. Well, at least we know when I come back, my eyes open right away.
I'm back.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you about it because you'll see it. Most of it was just the questions.
Well, we can finish the answers. I mean,
no, they're done.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had one more question and then I could just channel it real quick.
Oh, well, if you want to. But my question was, how am I going to know you came and got me? Are you going to mark me up?
Like, I
don't know, like draw a Sharpie on my arm or something. I don't know. I do have questions for him. Okay, ask him that.
Okay. He's saying when he comes to get you, he'll make sure to leave a handprint, his fingerprint, like, maybe not a bruise, but like, hand marks that someone's been pressing too hard. And he says that he doesn't want to leave too much evidence because it might freak you out. He said, I think the evidence of you feeling the soreness, he said, because you will feel sore, should be evidence enough.
Gosh, he's going to come get me in a couple days. We're going to go do it. Can you believe that? Okay, so Avery, here's my other question. How come you can't go and get like a tablet and message me on Messenger?
They say they do call sometimes. They don't have phones, but they will, sometimes the generals will allow them to use their phones and they can imitate other people's voices really well. And so he can pretend to be anyone if he practices imitating their voice enough. And, so you're kind of like mockingbirds then. I would think of them as mockingbirds. But he's saying that they don't, it's too much for humans or something about it being too much for them. And
gosh, I want to be able to see him. He's that's the other one. Avery, what about that picture that Sarsahr did? You're so beautiful. Are you beautiful like that?
He kind of like joking, kind of like pretends he's flipping back his hair and he says, I like to think so.
Wow, you're a real stunner. You're easy on
funny.
The eyes.
He's pretty funny.
He was funny. He was so shy at first. I was so shy, and we were just two big dummies just staring at each other going, I don't know what to say. But then he got his personality and he got silly on me, so that was good. All right. I guess I think I'm done. I don't know. Are you done, Avery?
He says he's done if you're done. Ugh, so gross. He said, I'm only ever finished when you're finished, baby, or some shit like that.
We're in love.
I don't want to know these things. I don't want to know.
You're the middleman, Heather. You're going to get stuck for a while.
Oh, help me.
You started it.
Sam has his hand on my shoulder. He's saying it's time to go. Okay. Well,
All right, Sammy.
I am getting really tired.
All right, let's go ahead and cut this off, and I'm going to review it right away. I want to watch his love declarations.
Just stuck on me, just jumping. Does that mean I wasn't really doing it? Is that why he jumped out? Or maybe that means I'm more doing it because I immediately I don't know. I always freak out. I always freak out with my doubt, and I'm always questioning it.
You can't doubt that because I had a conversation for an hour with somebody, and it wasn't you. So you can't doubt that.
And if you guys were talking about like weird love shit, like what he just said about calling you baby and finishing you, and I'm just like, I can't do it, then, it has to be him because I wouldn't be able to talk about that.
You would not talk like that to me. Well, I don't know. You might, but.
I don't know. I can get pretty weird.
Yes. Heather and I are very flirty. It's funny. All right, Heather. I love you. Go rest. Avery, I love you. Go rest. Sam, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to everybody later.
He says he loves you too, and he blew you a kiss this time. He didn't do the little chest wave thing that they do.
Okay. All right.
I like that,
right.
though. It's so...
I do too.
reminds me of Pocahontas.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yes. That's funny.
All right, I'm going to go now.
All right. I love you. I'll talk to you
love you
guys
too.
later.
Bye.
Bye.